Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you so dearly for always supporting me in this particular channel. I really do appreciate. If today the first time you are coming across this channel or you are seeing my face for the first time, I still remain your one and only Agatha Progress, bringing it to you live and direct. Remember, in this channel, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So just sit back and enjoy this video, and I will be right back.
With me that now only or any person that sold any person or whoever that stole your things and the person join you in looking or searching for that thing, you can never see that thing. You will never see it because the person, anytime you go to the direction where that thing is, the person will automatically advise you not to go there. Let's see it. I have seen it here, knowing fully well that it's not there. The moment you go close to the area where that thing is being hidden or where that thing is, the person will now distract you. Try everything to make sure that your attention must be removed from that area. Now, let us call Master Prophet, which we know as Joshua, the Master Prophet, the in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, let me tell you, as it is now, there is something I want to know about this man because we must tell ourselves the truth. He is an in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who married the first daughter of Igwe Eze Israel Okukanu. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, extraordinary rendition, back to the zoo, and he is suffering from DSS custody for the past since the court case up to today. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor have not set his eyes on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Barrister Lawyer Ejimako have not set his eyes on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Barrister Mike Ozokome, the lead counsel, have not set his eyes on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Barrister Mandela have not set his eye on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Prince Kanu Meme have not set his eye on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So on and so forth, etc., have not set their eyes on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, Master Prophet, who is an in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leave all those issues. Master Prophet, who is marrying the princess of Afaruku Kingdom, who's supposed to be in forefront, who's supposed to be at front, fighting for Biafra to be restored so that his in-law will be free. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not matter to Master Prophet. What matters to Master Prophet is how to drag the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family to the mood, to Potopoto, how to destroy the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or in the name of money, or in the name of self-acclaimed YouTube money, or in the name of Facebook money, all in the name of nonsense. Now, let me ask you, if you are an in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at this period of time, what will you concern yourself with? Will you concern yourself with chasing Simon Ekpa, chasing any person looking for money in Ipob, who is holding money, who is not holding money? Will you concern yourself with that, or you will concern yourself with the activities, the actions that you will tell the people of Biafra to take to restore Biafra so that your in-law will regain his freedom? Or you will be concerned on who is paying monthly dues, or who is trying to take over, or who is giving order? I ask you this question: what will be your concern as an in-law, as a brother, as a princess of Afaruku? What will you tell your husband? What will you advise your husband? These are the places you need to ask your question, because by their fruit we shall know them. That fruit, man, we know that man will not bear a fruit. What do you understand by that word? By their fruit we shall know them. The fruit is the character you are displaying. The fruit is the movement you are making. The fruit is the actions you are taking. The fruit is what you are doing for the people. That is the truth. Now, what is the truth of Master Prophet? The fruit of Master Prophet is chasing money. Money. Master Prophet is interested in 100 views, 200 views, 1,000 views than the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he have forced his wife to make sure that she joined him in the YouTube money making instead of this thing. Now, I ask you, if you are Master Prophet and in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will you go to the extent of buying people to make a exposition, to be blackmailing an innocent person like Simon Ekpa? Will you go into that? Will you go into that? Will you go into Facebook money or talking about money instead of talking about how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed? These are the questions I'm asking. Now, how do you explain it that Master Prophet will use the name of IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to buy people, to tell them to come and make a false allegation, to testify against innocent person, to say that they are defrauding them, abandoning his in-law, abandoning his own family, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me say, abandoning his own father-in-law, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the father to the princess that he is marrying now. How will you now classify that? That is the reason I must ask you, Master Prophet, do you have hand in the selling and the betraying of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is the only thing that will make you not to be talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing that will make you to be working against any person who rise up to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because your characters and what you are displaying now shows that you don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Now, let me ask you people, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who are the group of people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? These are the things we need to ask ourselves. Is it the same group of people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are there the same people who are going for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The question I will ask you now is, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom? If you are the one who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, because you can never, ever want him to be freed, because you know the consequences that is awaiting you. You know what is awaiting you. The question I'm asking you now, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And who is going to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The problem we are facing now is for you to know who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to know who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you want to know who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's very simple. The person that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against Monday sit at home. The person that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against economic sanction. The person that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against every idea which Biafrans are willing to take to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The person who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is only interested in money. The person is only interested on how much his Ipob is making. The person is only interested in who is now giving order and who is the command and control. These are the things I want to. Let us come together. Let us bring ourselves back, because the question here now is, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom? We all know that any person who has his hand or her hand in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, sellout, betrayer, rendition, and kidnap will never bring a good solution on how to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the person must be against every decision, every right decision that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The person must be against it. And the person will not ever be interested or moved by the suffering of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whenever the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue raised that he is suffering in DSS custody, whenever they tell you that Mazi is dying, whenever they tell you that Mazi nobody have seen Mazi for the past 1 week, and the DSS is denying the legal things not to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the person will not feel interested. The person will not be bothered. The person will feel like nothing that happened. After all, I want him to die. The person will not show concern. The person will not show concern. The person will not show any concern on those areas. And we all know that Prince Kanu Meme said that on Thursday, the DSS refused them access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the Deputy Directorate of State, Mazi Tony Nzurumike, and some of the coordinators in USA and some of the DOS come on Radio Biafra yesterday. They failed to address to that. They failed to tell Biafrans this very thing. They failed to tell Biafrans this very thing. Today again, the same thing happened again, that they refuse for anyone to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they refuse for anyone to communicate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, violating the orders of the court, which make it very clear that everybody, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be seen every 2 times in a week, and the clothes must be changed. Now, let me also come down, because as it is now, the question I want to ask you, why is it that the people who are in charge fail to tell Biafrans that they did not allow them to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now, this brings me to the issue, where can you be taking order from? Now, if you are taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you need an order to be given, and the DSS refuse you access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who will not give you order to do that thing? Who will not give you order to go on protest? Who will not give you order to embark on sit at home? Who will not give you order to shut down Head Bridge? Who will not give you order to shut down mineral resources in Biafra land? Who will not give you order to cancel what you are doing? Maybe you are doing a sit at home, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu authorize this. Now you want to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu feedback if to continue or not, and the DSS refuse. Automatically, DSS will now be controlling you by giving you order and giving you date. These are the things you people don't know. You only hate the things that come from Mazi Simon Ekpa, but you cannot sit down to digest and read the meaning on what the message is all about. You don't know the meaning. That is why I ask you, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, because if you allow people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, automatically they will make sure that Mazi die in detention. Ask yourself, why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody have come out to tell us who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that we will take the people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out from the people that will be going for his release? And I ask question, what is the duty of our DOS? Now, there's things that are playing out, and the people are seeing it. The things that is going on out now, going around, making waves in Biafra land today, is that some native doctors are being contracted so that they will now make Simon Ekpa to go blind, so that they will cripple Simon Ekpa, so that they will now say that Simon Ekpa bribed them. Those righteous ones have rejected the money. There are so many men of God, some people are paying to prophesy against Simon Ekpa. There are so many people, these people are buying. The question I want to ask now, who is buying these people to prophesy against Simon Ekpa? Now, our sister Maya, who was genuinely, for the love she had for Biafra, for the love she had for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and she is using her music, her songs, to pass the message of the gospel truth to the people of Biafra. Who are the people who contracted her to tell her to prophesy first thing against Simon Ekpa without evidence, without any proof? Any person that is going about doing that don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Anyone who is telling people to do this don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and I will explain. The reason why I tell you that the people don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released is that when you meet somebody like Maya and tell the person you will pay her so that she will prophesy wrong accusation or false prophecy against Simon Ekpa, if she rejects that, she will definitely think and ask herself, is these people really fighting for Biafra restoration? Is these people really want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out? Since these people are buying people to prophesy false allegations against their brothers and sisters, and they want to use me, if they can come to me, this is the same way they will go to the other people. It will now get to these people to be looking at the IPOB as a useless organization. As a useless organization. Because how will you now think? What do you want people? People take. Look at his master prophet, the criminal in Germany, can come out and tell you that he killed Buhari, first one, second one, and three times. Yet he cannot use that power to free his own in-law. He cannot use the power to free his own in-law. He can go to extra mind, having a range program, telling people to come and testify person against a person, paying people so that they will call. Now, the question I want to ask you is this: how do you want Biafrans to look at you, and how do you want Biafra to treat you or to be looking at IPOB? How? I'm asking you. This is the reason I tell you, by their fruit we shall know them. Who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be the same person that will be going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. That is why I am calling on anyone who knows who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and tell us who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because what IPOB is displaying now is the worst thing that any group or any association can display at any time. How can you be going around buying people to prophesy against another person for you to blackmail? For you to use it to blackmail them. Now, the question I want to ask you today is this: after you have engaged those people, telling them that you can pay them so that they will say something they don't know about to Simon Ekpa, what do you think that these people will take you for? Which eye do you think that these people will be used to be looking at IPOB? You must not look it from one perspective. Look it from the both sides. Because you cannot say you are whiter than white, you are whiter than snow, and you are committing crime. Let us face the reality here. Let's say it the way it is. Let's keep the record straight. Now, the question I want to ask you: on Thursday, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers were denied access. Why did the media did not make this thing go viral? Now, who will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I'm not receiving call. You people should stop whenever you see me online. You just carry phone and start calling me. I don't like it. I'm not receiving call, please. When the time comes for receive call, I will tell you The truth that you can call in. Please, I'm not receiving call. How can you be paying people to fight your own fellow brother? Hey, Sister Chinyere Dike, good evening, man, from here. How can a freedom fighting organization be paying people to come and prophesize against their own brother, not against the zoo government, not against their enemy? How can you be going about be arranging a program because you hate somebody? I ask you. How is this? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay you before you joined IPOB? Or you saw the good work of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the result Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting convinced you to join IPOB? Who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The people who are going about to be begging people to accuse one another, to buy people, to prophesy, to give wrong false prophecies. It's like I'll start blocking some people on my WhatsApp. Call me again, I'll block you. The people who are going about telling people come and testify wrong witness against your fellow Biafran are the people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you see anyone telling you, if you know any evidence you can use to bring any person, be it Simon Ekpa down, be it Mazi Achebekol, be it Igbo Unite, be it who again is be it Ejiro, you know that this person is the people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the reason why they are buying people so that people will now come and be prophesied is so that people will now turn against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good evening from here, my brother, Ogodoman, Ogodo Biafra. These are the people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because they are doing that to spoil the mind of people so that people will think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid the foundation. So the first foundation of IPOB, that everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been saying is being used bought by money. These are the motives these people are doing that. And I am calling on the DOS. If you know the people who are doing this, I urge you to call them in the order. If you people are the one telling people to go and blackmail Simon Ekpa, this and that, you better work before Waka Mado. Because how can you be telling people, you know the meaning of what you are doing? How did the people join you in this movement? And why do you start using money in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why do you start paying people to come and prophesy? Person like me, I know how many people who have contracted me to attack Simon Ekpa. I say, my brother, I will attack Simon Ekpa on one condition. You must give me proofs in my hand. I must see that thing that he's doing. If you don't give me, I will not attack him. Because you people spend good 7 months, good 5 months to be attacking one man, abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. It is a clear sign that you don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Because anyone at this point of time who wants Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out must, as a matter of fact, rise up and bring ideology, take action. You must not be campaigning for you to take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS custody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. What you should concern yourself in is what you can do to free your leader. Your leader freedom should be your priority, primary priority. The first thing you will be thinking about. How come an in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu abandon his own in-law in DSS custody and start pushing other people? Our people say that only how come IPOB, as big as we are, we abandon our leader and start fighting ourselves? And you say you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You say you are genuinely fighting for Biafra. And that is why I tell you people, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who are the people fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because the person who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, because anything that will lead to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, the people will be against it. The question I want to ask you now, do you depend on our legal team to restore Biafra? Go and hire all the whole best lawyers in the world, put them together. They cannot restore Biafra for us. The people who will restore Biafra for us is we, the Biafrans. The question I ask you again, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? A betrayer of some way. Who betray you cannot fight for your freedom. Who have the mind? Who have who sold his conscience or her conscience and betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and hand him over to Nigerian government and keep silent for good 8 days, can never think something good for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On this note, I ask you again, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I am asking you. And who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom? You cannot be a killer at the same time a savior. You cannot be a killer at the same time become a savior. It is impossible. Italy will say impossibile. You cannot be a killer at the same time a savior. It doesn't work like that. So Biafrans should ask the leadership of IPOB who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what are they doing? I am asking them, hold me responsible to campaign for them to tell us who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because with the information we are got that is reaching our hands now, and with what is displaying, it shows that they are abandoning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they are making everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has suffered. They are frustrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. That is why they deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers access to see him. Nobody raise alarm. Nobody make a strong statement. How can someone who is in DSS custody be making decision on how to free himself? In our language, we say that where are the people today? Where are the people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I am asking. Onyele Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They must tell us who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You must, as a matter of fact, tell us who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Onyele Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who sold him, and who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom? Who is the person who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is going for his freedom? A killer can never go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. A betrayer cannot go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. These are the things. And for you to know who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for you to know who sold our leader, for you to know the people who are working against the restoration of Biafra, those are the people who is against Monday sit at home. Those are the people who is against economic sanction. Those are the people who say that Biafrans should rise up and fight for their leaders. Those are the people who say that no, that they must continue taking order from who is in DSS custody. Those are the people who don't want us to fight for our leader. There is no way you can tell me that you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you ask me to go and sleep, that you are in charge, sleeping. Do I owe you apology for this? You must know the answer is no. I don't owe you apology because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. The people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are now going about platform to platform. Once you have a followers 5,000, they start asking you to prophesy against Simon Ekpa. They will start asking you to preach against Mazi Tebepo. They will approach you. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu campaign for anyone to start preaching against Mazop when Ipob was established? The answer is no. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay anyone to preach against the Biafra Zionist movement led by Barrister Onwuka? The answer is no. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay anyone to preach against Biafra National Guard, BNG? The answer is no. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay anyone to start preaching against the Ijaw Nation when they raised their flag? The answer is no. Why are you people paying people now to preach against who said that we should stop taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that we will fight for his release? The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the Biafra restoration. Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must get this in our head. So why are you people against it? How can an in-law to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at this critical condition, critical time, critical point, be campaigning, going around buying people who will not testify against a fellow comrade who is trying to bring out his own in-law? It shows that there is something fishy. There is something he is not telling us. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a family property? No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a national property. And every national citizen of Biafra have right to request for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there because of his family problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there because of his community problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there because of his state problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not there because of his Umunna problem, kindred problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there because of a national problem. And that national problem, the national people, the people that make up that nation, will rise up and fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Why are you against the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The mission and the game is very simple. You want to play a role where you will now bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without the restoration of Biafra, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue be hiding and seeking refuge from one country to the other, running up and down, so that you will frustrate our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not enjoy his life, so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, you will not say you are show the end. No, the hour has come. It doesn't matter when you join Ipob. It doesn't matter when you come in. What matters now is what you have. What matters now is what you can give. What matters now is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Biafra restoration. So you want to enjoy your life. Who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom? I am asking you. How can an in-law, at times I don't know how this shameless Joshua, aka 419 prophet, will be very so shameless. A he-goat will be talking trash on social media while your in-law is languishing in DSS custody. Why you have not seen your in-law with your two eyes? Why you are hearing that your in-law is about to go blind because DSS sees his glass? That does not bother you. That does not bother your wife. That does not bother any of you. What bothers you is who takes money of IPOB. What are you now telling me? You are now telling the world that DOS is incompetency. For you to rise up and use your useless smelling goat called mouth to say that you want to take over IPOB DOS, it shows that you don't have any regard. It shows that you yourself don't have any trust in DOS. Allow people who have the capacity, who have what it takes to fight for the Biafra restoration to do it. You say no. Are you not a winch? Are you not winch? No, tell me, Master Prophet, are you not worse than the devil himself? The devil is learning work in your hand. Even the devil will see you and shock. Say, oh, I don't know that I have another bigger brother who is more wicked than me. You will even call God to change your name to devil. One can be Mirima. You get power to keep Buhari, but you don't get power to ordinarily rescue your in-law. You don't get the power. You get power to make Donald Trump president single-handedly, but you don't get power to tell your in-law there is danger ahead. You don't have power to restore and give your own life a meaning. You don't have the power. Who are you deceiving with your powerless? You are a blood-sucking demon, and I will destroy you. I tell you, your death, you will die miserable. Because for you to be fighting against Biafra restoration, it shows that you hate Mazinam Kanu. Now, I want to challenge all those idiots, all those bumfools who is attacking Simon Ekpa that is not an IPOB member. I want to ask you, Master Prophet, the criminal in Germany, is he an IPOB member? The answer is no. Why he never pay monthly dues? He never attend any IPOB meeting. He never recognized Mazinam Kanu. The only when the Master Prophet will talk about Mazinam Kanu is when there is problem and he thinks that Mazinam Kanu is about to fall. He will now come out and be positioning himself to become a leader. He will now position. I can remember vividly. Ask yourself, when Mazinam Kanu is outside, have Master Prophet, the Mugu in Germany, who have he preached about Biafra restoration? How many souls have he won? The only thing he always do is to interview Ijele Speak, interview people who he see as they are against Biafra, because money from YouTube and Facebook is what matters to him and his wife. Because if the wife of that he goat called Master Prophet love his father, he love his elder brother, he will call Okempi, called Joshua Master Prophet. Okempi, oh yeah, get inside. You are talking about my father here, my elder brother. You are talking about it, about him. You must. Good evening from here. Okay. But they will not. Ask yourself, why are they against Monday sit at home? Tell you the reason. Like I said before, you cannot build economy under another man's country. You must restore your freedom before you fight for economy. Economy is for a country that has freedom. You don't build economy under another man's country. You don't. You cannot do it. There is no place I have seen people building economy.
My word. That brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do wait to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do is to join this family by smashing on that red subscribe button that says subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more latest updates. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.